So at the core of what Love Dot is is a fashion and textile business that's meant to use traditional textiles to be able to connect stories across the diaspora. Now, I know we're starting with fashion in terms of the things that we're making, but I really want to take this into a space of storytelling about design and culture and the connectivity that we have, being people born of the same kind of spaces and places, but dispersed throughout the world, but a story that's rich enough to invite everyone into it. I make clothes for people who are super ambitious, who want to go after their dreams and goals and want to show up in a room with a bold sense of being. And if I really think about what the vision is, I want it to be considered a space that where fashion becomes art, but art also becomes a moment of empowerment in terms of how people see themselves and what they actually want to do and accomplish. I honestly see Left Eye going into not just the fashion space from a textile perspective, but also for more of a lifestyle, like a home decor space as well. But my ultimate goal is to be able to do that in a way where I'm literally connecting parts of the continent from a production perspective. So not just having production in Ghana, but also Nigeria, Senegal, and South Africa, which right now I'm only really in Ghana and South Africa, and being able to pull people up with the natural talents that they have, with the natural skills and the traditions that have always been embedded in those places that have now been kind of quieted, right? Like they're very much so sequestered. We're in a world where every print, everything is about what's now, what's fast. Most of the materials, if you literally put them in a landfill, they'll probably be there for the next 1,000 years, right? I want to bring back those traditions. I want to bring back those industries in a completely different way, but at the same time, being able to build up the communities around them and taking those skills and making them profitable to the world, right? There's nothing that Africa has that the world can't benefit from, which I think we already know. But there's plenty of talent that is already being kind of replicated in other industries in other parts of the world that I feel like could be owned better on the continent, and ultimately reshaping industries on the continent at the same time. So that's my goal. That's my vision. It's not just about just fashion and textiles, but it's really about how do you revitalize industry? How do you take the traditions that have so much richness and stories and pride within them, whether it's Kokwete in Nigeria or, batik is what it's called in Ghana, but it's really adire in Nigeria as well in terms of those different textile techniques. How do you bring that to the forefront and have something that's unique and interesting that makes people feel special and not like they're just someone else wearing the same thing that someone else has on out in the world? So yeah, that's the vision.